Anthony Mackie. That's his name. All I know is
New Captain America.
Captain America. I know him from he played Tupac in the Biggie movie. He got a lot of
Yeah, he was. What was his name in 8 Mile? Papa Doc.
Papa Doc.
Papa Doc at 8 Mile. Yeah.
His bars was trash. Like dog, Papa Doc was
That's what he was.
trash.
I was like, yo, Lotto was better
Right.
than him. The other, like, all the rest of your crew was better than you. Like, why are you the
Let
head
me
of
tell you
this?
something. He came back with this statement right here for me personally because I was looking at him like, man, I don't know about that Tupac. He played Tupac kind of crazy. Papa Doc was Papa Doc.
Oh yeah, he was Tupac in the big movie. Yeah.
It's trash.
Oh, that's a wild choice. He's not.
He's not. He wasn't a good Tupac. I'm not saying he can't act. The dude could act, but
nah, he was cool. Justin Bureau and shit. This isn't his fucking IMDb.
But you know, what's the other one? Hurt Locker. He was good in Hurt Locker. Yeah, great actor, but certain roles is not for everybody.
Tupac is not.
That wasn't for him. Yeah, but that's besides the point. So Anthony Mackie, we gotta, we gonna divert from the fucking true message sometimes. But getting back to what we're originally trying to say, he was on a show called The Pivot, right? And he's been catching some flack for some comments. Here's the comment. It was, I'm not going to go through every comment, but I'll give you a little gist of it. Okay, he said, we've been living through the death of the American male. They've killed masculinity in our communities. And then he goes on to describe how he raises his boys. Respectful, man of the house. Yes, sir. Protectors. No, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't putting no Jordans on them. They ain't on that fake fly shit. All this other shit he's saying. And whether it means anything, I agree. I agreed with all of what he was saying and how you should raise boys. I just want to get your take on that. Me personally, I didn't find anything wrong with what he said. I actually do agree with the whole masculinity thing and people trying to destroy what masculinity even means, the meaning of it.
Yeah, so when you sent me that, I watched it. What he was saying at first we said that I thought he was going to be saying some crazy shit just because you sent it. But then I listened to it. I'm like, oh, this makes perfect, complete sense. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. Is you want your boys to say yes sir, yes ma'am. Like, that's the respectful thing to speak to people. That's how you should do. Whenever you're out of town, you want the oldest one to watch over the house, make sure everything's good, make sure everything is straight in there. Yeah, I mean, you don't want, if there's an intruder, what, you want your wife to go fight the motherfucker? That's crazy. Like,
it's crazy.
I know some people do now because feminism,
right.
Equal power.
My wife powerlifts. She's powerlifting now, so she.
Yeah, let your fucking Angelina Jolie insult and shit. Like, let your girlfriend go get beat up by the fucking home invader and shit. Like, that's insanity. But he said everything that was perfectly reasonable. And again, we talked about this, I think, last episode. Like, anyone who could take an objective look out into the world without putting their stupid little feelings into it and acknowledge the truth can see that, yeah, there is a bitchification of dudes going on out in the, like, this is very, very apparent. This is very obvious from you see these motherfuckers recording themselves crying and making videos, and then people popping up talk about, oh, look how strong this person is to do that. Like, you know what kind of person you have to be to sit there and record yourself crying and put it on a video? Like, I'm real sad. I'm gonna pull my phone out right now and wait till I get my tears going and hit record. And like, that's insane. That's a crazy thing to do. And people are like, this is strength. This is strong. Real men should cry in public and talk about their feelings and pick flowers in a field and take recharge days and all of this other fruity ass shit. But that's what they push now. And you can, even if you want to be one of these sensitive, politically correct motherfuckers, you could say it is a departure from traditional masculinity. So you could say it's a change regardless of whatever it is that you would like to say. So clearly they're pushing a change, and he does not agree with the direction that it's going, as I don't, as you don't. We've discussed this. I think that everything that he said was perfectly reasonable. That's exactly what it is that he should do. And also, I applaud him for saying the shit, because nowadays you got fucking. I don't mean to sit here and specifically name names or talk shit about anybody, but you got these other athletes who were once looked up to as like pillars or examples of masculinity, talking about how their fucking little boy's a girl now. Like,
I was going to say,
fucking certain other people.
I was going to say that, Jay. Look, I was going to say
certain other people's kids dressed up like fucking play houses for like weird, all kinds of weird shit going on. So I applaud him.
Me too. Me too. I applaud that, man.
Nothing but respect for that.
I find it interesting that Dwayne Wade, right? Just call a spade. And I'll just say this. I find it interesting that Dwayne Wade can publicly raise his son as a girl and be considered a hero, right? To some. But this dude, Mackie, and by no stretch of the imagination, is doing the opposite and raising his boy.
Wants to raise his boys as boys.
And I say this. This is what reason I'm saying this. I don't have nothing personal against Dwayne Wade or whatever he got going on, but he publicly came out, because otherwise I wouldn't have a take on it if he didn't publicly make this public, or either him.
That's a fact.
Yeah, whether it be Matt, yeah, I wouldn't know about it. I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck now, but I'm just saying the reason I can have a take on it, because he publicly, made this a thing, and this is supposed to be the pillar of strength, and he's a hero because he's brave enough to brave all these opinions, which you're not allowed to have anyway. So what are you braving if there's not going to be any opinions? If you don't, if I don't agree with your opinion, you're going to bash me anyway. So where's the bravery coming in anyway? Right?
The bravery would be going against
right.
it.
But in my opinion, if something is said publicly, there is an agenda or a motive behind it, because you could have just kept it to yourself. Right?
Could have kept it to
here's
yourself.
where our criticism comes from. Because you ain't going to you could call us all the names you want that don't mean anything, homophobic and this and that and all this other bullshit, toxic, whatever. You could come up with all the statements you want, all of that. But I wouldn't have an opinion on it if you would have just kept it to yourself, because I don't give a fuck what you do behind your clothes. Do what you want to do. I don't care, right? But it's the motive behind you coming out and stating these things and making it and dressing it up to make it look like other than what it is. A little boy turning a little boy into a girl, which I don't agree with that. I don't agree with anyone trying to propagate that image of a young boy. I don't agree with that. So, but am I going to go into your household if it's a private household and I don't know what's going on? Am I going to break it to your house and have an opinion on what's going on in your house? No. Yes, I don't give a fuck what's going on in your house. You did this. You did this to yourself. So
you said, "Hey, everybody, look at this.
Look at what I'm doing. I'm a fucking hero. I'm braving the cold world because my son is I'm raising my son to be look. That's your business, right? I don't agree with it, and that's that. I agree with Anthony Mackie. He came out, and I agree with Jason for him being. I think that's brave, because he's getting bashed. He's getting destroyed. He has a movie to promote. How the fuck he promoting a movie called Captain America? Right? Captain America. This man literally is Captain America or whatever. I don't really watch, or, he's not Captain America, but the movie's called Captain America. He's his sidekick or whatever the case may be. But it's Captain America.
I think he became Captain America.
Right. I don't know how that.
I think he's Captain America now. I could be wrong. I think he is.
I think he is, right? So that is cool. So
I thought it was Captain America.
So this dude is literally Captain America, trying to raise strong boys to protect his household as Captain America, as the character Captain America. And he's a toxic loser. He's not a hero. right? So I just found that interesting. I'm not, like I said, I don't feel any type of way towards these characters that we're presenting to the people or these names, because I even in real life, I believe these people are characters, especially a dude like Dwayne Wade and even Anthony Mackie. He's an actor at the end of the day. He's an actor, and I see people bringing up, oh, well, this guy he played a gay guy in a movie. He's not the one to. Okay, I don't agree. I don't.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. First of all, it's a movie, and second of all, I don't have to just because I agree with one thing. I don't have to agree with everything. That's the odd people problem.
That's exactly
Yeah,
people's problem right there. Is like this person said one thing bad, so fuck everything they've said
right.
forever, no matter what. Now, like that's
That's
crazy. Like
crazy.
you. I don't agree with everything that everybody says. You shouldn't agree with that. No one should agree with everything that everybody says. But that doesn't mean just because someone said something that you don't like, it doesn't mean that everything that they say is now bad. That's the thing. Like again, we talked about the Kanye thing. This is the you don't like one of the things he said, so now you just want to
Right.
take away every single other thing that he says,
Or
or it's
done.
insanity. It's like the people. It's like the people right now who are getting mad that Elon Musk is trying to save them money. And they're like, well, he's doing this. So fuck his cars. We're not buying his Teslas now because we don't like this particular.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous. You don't agree with everything that everyone does in their life. So everything now, they are just totally removed and have no sort of value as anything at all anymore because you don't agree with any of their opinions. Absolute insanity.
Except
And it's
except when it comes to politics. You can agree for 30 years. You could be a Democrat for 30 years. You could be a Republican for 30 years and disagree, but still go with it. Fuck it. I'm going to just do it.
Well, see, that's the thing. Though. Those people don't know what they agree with. They don't know what they
They don't
disagree with.
know.
They just go with it or they're going against it. They don't know. It's not up to them. It's whatever it is. They're said, hey, this is who you like. This is who you're voting for. This is what you believe in. Go do it. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. It's a special. It takes a special type of person. It takes a
Democrat for life. Republican till I die.
Till I die, I'm going to be a Republican, a blue collar. Shut the floor, Democrat.
Like that, yeah, that shit is absolutely fucking insane. Absolute insanity.
Yeah, that's how.
And they capitalize off of this shit.
Yeah, that's who we're talking.
And but the Anthony Mackie thing, the comments that people were leaving under it, sitting there talking about how this is why black men are so fucked up and why can't they just be themselves without the pressure of being a man. It's like,
that was crazy.
What are you talking about?
That was crazy.
What does this even functionally mean? Because a lot of the things that people say when they want to go against these things is getting rid of certain degrees of morality and integrity is what people are fighting for the eradication of, because the idea that you should be the protector of your house is an integrity and is a moral belief. Like why would you want people to not have this? Like if you have certain morals and if you have certain degree of integrity, there are certain things that you're going to do and certain things that you're not going to do. So this is what comes along with all of that when you want to get rid of these things. You're saying, why can't you just be yourself and get rid and just not worry about being a good person or having morals or being strong or any of that stuff? So what if this person wants to put on a dress and hide out in the back of a high school? Like this is insane. Like you can't. Everyone can't just do everything. Everything can't be okay. That's ridiculous. Like some things have to not be okay. You can't encourage everything. You can't tolerate everything. It can't just be everyone does whatever it is that they feel, because you see what happens when people are left to do whatever it is that they feel. Look at the shit that they find in people's basements, on people's hard drives, and fucking in people's yards, all of this stuff. This is what happens when you remove the need to have any sort of morality. This is what removes what happens when you remove the need to have any standards, is people feel free to go and do all kinds of this degenerate and despicable shit because it's how I'm feeling. It's okay because I'm just being me and I'm just expressing myself, and it's only wrong because of these societal standards, and we don't need to be governed and we don't need to be controlled by that. That's why I took all of these women's skin. Like this is But that's what happened. That's what it is. This is and people you can act like it's extreme all that you want, right? But it's the you give people an inch and they take a mile. Like once you introduce a gray or an exception into anything, it becomes wide open. If this is okay, why is this not okay?
Right.
And you have it's very hard to come to a stopping point once you open the gate.
Yeah, but toxic masculinity. It's only toxic until you need it, right? It's until there's a house burning
Yeah,
down.
because
Until there's a house burning
this is the thing.
down,
When
and
you let your house catch on fire, call the fire department and a bunch of little fucking 5'2", 100-pound women who calling themselves Todd show up with their fucking colorful house. Let's see how happy you're gonna be. Now what? What happens when Brock Lesnar walks up to you on the street and starts beating your ass, and you call the police, and it's a 5'4" dude in a dress with a fucking mohawk telling you his pronouns are Firehawk. Good luck. Now